up guys, Andy Forresty Runner here and welcome to week 3 of this sub 240 marathon training series. So welcome back to another episode, and we kickstart on Monday doing a moderate run on the trails with Lee. We rarely see each other these days, but we're making the most of it whilst the holidays are here. 2 runs on the bounce, yesterday and today. Today is a moderate effort, as Mondays always are. It snowed in December, which is amazing, and I have to say the industrial estate was rather dicey. To hit the trails, and we're just putting the moderate effort in, not worrying too much about pace, although we're not far off pace, but we're enjoying ourselves out here rather than playing Frogger out on the industrial estate road, hopping from ice lane to ice lane. So we're going to crack on with this run because it's a moderate effort and I'm struggling to talk, and we'll touch base with you later in the week for one hell of a workout. So I hope you enjoyed that snowy run with Lee. The scenery was absolutely incredible, and now, I can't even speak, it's so cold. And now it's Thursday, so we're on to the second big workout of the week, and the devastation underfoot is unreal. Like, the ice here is crazy. I literally am gonna have to be so careful going up and down a 1 mile stretch of the industrial estate, and we have one hell of a workout to do today, 15 miles. So it's gonna be a really monotonous one going up and down. We've got a 2k on, 1k off. The 2k on is at marathon pace, 6 flat pace. The K float is at 640 pace steady. So it's going to be absolutely, well, in theory, in the beginning, it should feel relatively manageable, but by sort of 5, 6, 7 and 8, it's going to be absolutely intense. I'm going to be completely honest with you. I'm going into this with an open mind that I'm going to bail if the roads are too dicey. It's just not worth it, especially with the hand. I've got my gloves on. I know the industrial estate, my wife's driven down it. She said it's relatively okay, but any side roads are just a complete no-go. So we're just going to be really careful today, see how it goes. And of course the camera, with it being 0 degrees right now, I think it's -1 actually, is going to die no doubt very soon. But we'll see how we go. Today is a monster workout. I hope I can take you on as much of the journey as I can before the camera dies. It is on 100% right now. We'll see how it goes. Anyway, I'm going to warm up and we're going to get rolling straight into this. To see just how bad the pavements are, it's absolutely unreal. It just goes all the way there, so we're going to have to run on the road and just be so careful today. Just make sure there's nothing coming, which there isn't, and let's get this show on the road. Here we go. This is going to be mind-numbingly boring. As long as I don't fall, that's the main thing. Okay, I'm not going to update you after every single one, but that's the first one done in around 6:09 pace. I'm having to be really cautious. The main road is fine, but the traffic is really busy. You wouldn't think we were in a tier 4 lockdown, but there's some dark corners where the sun hasn't caught it, and I had to hop onto the pavement there and literally stop during that one to let cars go so I can get back onto the road because the pavement's like sheet ice. So I'm setting some realistic expectations right now. I don't anticipate being able to hit goal pace unless I get a clear run through with no traffic. So I'm just going to be running up and down this one section, looking at the glistening road, seeing if it's water or ice, and hoping we don't deck it. Okay, so I'm on rep 4. I've done rep 4. I'm floating now, so pretty much halfway. And after the first one being a bit tentative, I found a groove. I found a racing line where there's no ice. It's just the floats that are the struggle, because literally the up and down that I'm running on is the only bit that's clear. So I'm struggling. The floats are late 640, so not quite as quick as I'd like them to be, but let's not be picky. The marathon floats are around 5:55 to 5:58 so far on those last 3. Feeling good, feeling strong. See how much more we can do. So there we go, happy days. 5:57 for rep 6, 6:02 for rep 5, going back that way. This is the epitome of keeping the ball rolling. The floats are good, feeling good. It's challenging from a perspective of the distance and duration of the workout, but it's not a challenging workout in terms of effort level, if that makes sense. It's all about discipline and, as I said, keeping the ball rolling. So we'll get these last 2 done. Very doable, I think, right now, and wrap it up. Here we go, last one. 6 flat was rep 7, bang on the money. This float is 6:39, and off we go. Now, the last one, baby. Whoop, whoop. I'm getting dizzy for the amount of times we've run up and down this industrial estate. It's ridiculous, but we're getting it done, keeping that ball rolling. Workout complete, baby. 5:51 that last rep, last one, fast one. That was epic. 14.3 miles, 6:11 per mile, split a half in 1:21:30 or something like that, which is insane, and I feel really good. I just want to clarify, I know in the between the 5th and 6th rep I said I don't want it to come across to sound like it was easy. It wasn't easy by any means, but it's all within myself. Like I wasn't going all out, if that makes sense. It was just a challenge of stamina and endurance, and I think today and this week in general has proved that the endurance is back with a bang, and that felt really, really solid. I genuinely was dreading that workout, and by rep 5 or 6 I was like, I'm going to do this and I'm going to be able to finish strong, and we did. TC's amazing. If we can make it home, we haven't fallen over, and the GoPro survived, which is great. So we've got a full workout video, a solid week. Let's go back and recap what's happened in week 3. Okay, so you joined me out here on Saturday morning's long run. 14 miles, 7 miles at 7:10 average pace, 7 miles at 6:35 average pace. And we're dealing with some severe frozen trails here. I might actually have to hop off the trails and get back onto the industrial estate. It's rather dangerous. There's sections that are a little bit precarious. Anyway, let's recap the week. Let's go through day by day and tell you how the training has been. So Monday was a lovely 7 miler in the snow with Lee, as you saw in the video, 7 or 8 miles, I'm not sure. Nice and moderate. We couldn't hit our, I don't know, standard moderate goal pace, so we just went on a moderate effort on the trails. And when I got back, heart rate reflected that nicely. I think it was around 6:51 average pace per mile. Tuesday was an absolutely cracking workout. 4 by 5 minutes at threshold pace. 5:37, 5:27, 5:37, 5:24. That was kind of gently up, gently down, gently up, gently down on the industrial estate. And then when we'd done that, we had a 40-minute moderate run, 6:40 per mile, and that just clicked, that flowed. It's that magical 3 weeks in the plan that I always seem to get to, and things start to work really nicely. So that was great. That was taking the Brooks Hyperion tempo up and over 150 miles. Nearly won today actually, but had a inkling the trails might be rather dicey, so I've got the torrents on instead. But yeah, Tuesday was amazing. First real decent workout that's clicked so far. Rest day Wednesday as standard, and then Thursday, wow, you've just seen that workout, another belter. So happy with that. Keeping exactly where I needed to, kept the ball rolling, felt amazing throughout. I think by the last rep I said to myself, last one fast one, which isn't the purpose in this plan. As you know, I've said before, this plan is all about keeping the ball rolling, not doing anything stupid. But I just felt really good, so I just wanted to kind of go a little bit quicker on that last one. Covered 5:53 pace for that last 2k section, so that was really good, really promising. Another workout that's clicked, which then of course leads us on to today. But of course, before today, happy New Year's, and thank you so much for 10k subscribers. We reached it on the 31st, or I think it was the 30th of December, which was a little secret goal of mine. I put it out on Instagram last month. I said, I wonder if we can get to 10k before the new year, and we weren't scheduled to do it, but I think my running shoe awards video blew up a little bit and brought in a few more subscribers than I was anticipating, so we did it. Thank you, really appreciate it. And yeah, it just leads me on to finish the week really happy. New Year's Day yesterday, rested. It's just a 4-day running week this week, back to the normal 5 next week. As you can see, the trails are a little bit dicey in places, so what I'm going to do is get this 7:10 pace stuff done on the trails, make sure I'm back out on the roads by sort of 6.5 miles, ready so that once we've got the 7th, we can dial into the 6:35s on the road. As I said, I'm in the Torrent too, but thankfully they're relatively versatile, so doing 7 miles, hopefully at a 6:35 pace in them on the roads won't be too bad. But we'll see how we get on. Enjoy the scenery, and I'll catch up with you when we get back out there. Okay, I don't think this last 7th mile is going to be very fast. That is sheet ice. I'm sticking to the grass. So as you can see, the snow is coming down nicely now. The GoPro died as expected after that first 7 miles. So the average on that first 7 miles, 7:15. I think that last mile just slowed us down a bit, but that's fine. I wasn't going to chase it because we had 7 miles of 6:35 average pace to do, which we did. We nailed. Felt very, very good. The torrents held out quite well, to be fair. They're not the best. It felt a little bit clunky towards the end, but on the whole, I think all our miles were between 6:30 and 6:36, and then the last mile was 6:19. Just finished nice and strong. 14 miles, 1 hour 36, wrapping up a very, very nice 45 mile week. There we go, that's it. Week 3 of this marathon training series complete. 45 miles in the bag. Really happy with how this week's gone. But of course, we are only at the tip of the iceberg. We're only doing 1.5 hour long runs, and the workouts, although they're hard, things are going to get a lot harder as we progress through the weeks. We started with a snowy run and we finished with a snowy run. Thank you so much for tuning in this week, guys. Really appreciate it, and thank you once again for 10k subscribers. Absolutely epic. If you enjoyed today's video, please make sure you give it a like, share it with your friends, subscribe to the channel for weekly running content, and as always, I will see you on the next one. Until then.